Namaskaram. We have discussed conditional statements if, else and if in our previous classes. And now we are going to discuss nested if. Here nesting means one inside another. That is an if statement inside another if statement. Here this if statement is given inside this if statement. Okay, and this nesting can be inside the if part and also it can be inside the else part, or you can use nesting in both the places, if part, else part, and also you can use this in elif part also in the same way. Okay, then what are the situations we need to use nested if? We will see through some examples. Program to check whether the inputted number is positive or negative. This we have done using simple if else statement. But see, what about the case when inputted number is 0? 0 is neither positive or negative, isn't it? We will see how to do this. N equal to int of input, enter a number, then if n greater than or equal to 0, what you have to do? See, here n greater than or equal to 0 means n can be greater than 0 and also n can be equal to 0. So there are two possibilities. Now we are going to solve this. That is, we are going to divide this condition into two. If it is equal to 0, do something, otherwise do some other thing. That is another if statement inside this first if statement. If n equal to 0, what you have to print? Neither positive nor negative. Else, that is, if the number is not 0, then it will be greater than 0, because here the condition is n greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So else part, what you have to print? It is positive. Okay. So this much portion is over. Then what if n is not greater than or equal to 0? That is else part of this if statement. Where to write the else of this if statement? In the same indentation. Here you have to write else, that is if n is not greater than or equal to 0. Then what you have to print? It is negative. Once again, a number is inputted. Then if that number is greater than or equal to 0, come to the if part. Then inside this if part, again checking whether n is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, print neither positive or negative. See the indentation? Inside this if statement. Else, that is, if it is not equal to 0, then it will be greater than 0. So print positive. See the indentation? This if else statement is given inside this if statement. This is called nesting. Okay. Then what about this else statement? It is the same indentation of this if statement. That is, this else belongs to this if statement. See, indentation is very important in Python. So be careful while writing the programs. Okay. In this program, I have given this if else statement inside the if part. And also I have used if else here. Instead of this if else, You can use if-else statement or simple if statement, and also you can use if-elif-else statement here in nesting. Now same program I am going to write by giving this nesting, that is this if-else statement inside the else part. How to rewrite this program? If n greater than 0, what to print? It is positive. Else, that is if it is not greater than 0, then it can be equal to 0 or it can be less than 0. So, to handle this condition, here inside this else statement, we are going to give another if statement. If n equal to 0, print neither positive nor negative. Then else part you have to give print negative. If n is not equal to 0, that is else part, it means n is less than 0. So print negative. So this nesting you can give inside the if part, inside the else part, and also the same way you can use nesting inside the elif part. Clear? We will see some more examples to make it clear. Program to find the greatest among two numbers. Okay. Two numbers are inputted. Int of input. First number. Second number. Then here there are three situations. A equal to B, A greater than B, A less than B. Okay. You can use nesting in if part and also in else part. I am going to do like this. If A equal to B, print equal. Else, that is if they are not equal, I have to check whether A is greater than B or not. If A greater than B, print A is greater. Else, that is if A less than B, print B is greater. Okay. Here I have used nesting inside else part. One more program. Program to check whether the inputted year is leap year or not. What is the condition for leap year? There are two situations. If it is a century year, that is if the year is divisible by 100. If it is a century year, then the year must be divisible by 400. Then only it will become a leap year. Otherwise, if it is divisible by 4, it is a leap year. Okay. So we have two conditions here. Input an year. Then if the year is a century year, that is if year is divisible by 100, if it is a century year, then the year must be divisible by 400. We have to check whether the year is divisible by 400 or not. If it is a century year, again checking if year is divisible by 400. If it is divisible by 400, then it is a leap year. Print leap year. Otherwise, if it is not divisible by 400, it is not leap year. Not a leap year. So our if part is over. Then else part of this first if statement, this outer if statement. That is, if the year is not a century year. If it is not a century year, then what you have to check? If the year is divisible by 4 or not. If it is divisible by 4, it is a leap year. Otherwise, it is not a leap year. Okay. Here I have used the nesting in if part and also in else part. Save my program, then execute. Year 2000 is a leap year. Okay. Once again, year 2020, this is also a leap year. First one is a century year and the second one is a normal year. Then one more example. This is not a leap year. See, this 1900 is divisible by 4. But it is not a leap year. To tackle these type of conditions, we are checking whether it is a century year or not. If it is a century year, here this year is a century year, but it is not divisible by 400. So it is not a leap year. So to check whether the year is a leap year or not, first you have to check whether the year is a century year or not. If it is a century year, check whether it is divisible by 400. Then it is a leap year. Otherwise not a leap year. Okay. And if it is not a century year, just check whether it is divisible by 4. If it is divisible by 4, it is a leap year. Otherwise not a leap year. Clear? So we have seen all the 4 decision making statements: if statement, if else statement, if elif else statement, and also nested if else statement. Try with more and more examples, then it will be more clear to you. Thank you.